they're dangerous to society. And that's how I feel about Andrew Tate. I think we should put him down.
You think he's that dangerous?
Yes.
Honestly?
Yes.
All right, let me hear why.
He's dangerous to everyone. Men for brainwashing them to hate women. And then also, I mean, let's be real here. I know that he got off on all these charges in Romania, but he is a human trafficker. He's a there's videos of him beating women with belts. Like, he preaches how less we are. He's dangerous. He is a danger, and he should totally be put down.
Okay, guys, out here in Los Angeles, Spotify Studios, we got Ceci in the building.
Hi, I'm super excited.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I can't complain. Any fiery debates for you lately?
You know what, actually? Okay, so I did one for Jubilee recently. I can't say who it's with, but it is a big name.
Okay.
Probably one of their biggest names. But it will be out on Sunday the 30th, so just a week, from now. And then I just did Dr. Daft Show. Have you seen the Dr. Daft Show?
No.
So it's similar to Jubilee.
Okay.
A little bit of a different format, and she's a psychologist. And so she had 25 Christian women and 25 atheist women to debate.
That's
and
a lot of people.
It was a lot of people. It got heated.
Yeah, how do you control that setting?
It was super fun.
50 people.
Dude, they did a pretty good job, though. And
Was there security everywhere?
Yeah, there was security. Yeah, they had security there for sure. It was really fun. But it was a good atmosphere. I mean, I think because most people wanted to, have their voice heard, we knew, keep it fucking moving.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Where were you on that debate? Atheist or?
Atheist.
Oh, you were atheist.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm not a full-blown atheist. I'm more agnostic than anything, but I'm just definitely not religious.
Okay. So you're not a fan of the Christian nationalism movement?
No, I'm not at all, actually. I know. And it was funny because one of the prompts was, is America, or one of the questions was, is America declining because we're coming away from Christianity? And I was like, is this a joke? Our president, the whole regime claims to be Christians.
That's a bad prompt. Yeah, there's a big Christian movement.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a huge Christian
They should have
movement,
worded that a
and
little
things
different.
are declining.
Yeah.
That's not, you're not selling God right now, dude.
No, they should have reworded that. Wow, I would love to see you and Andrew Wilson then.
I would actually totally sit down with Andrew Wilson. He is such a dickhead. He is and he's a hypocrite. He's a total hypocrite.
Yeah.
I mean, his wife, has 3 baby daddies and 2 marriages before him, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. That's the thing too about me, is that I have no judgment toward any of it. But he preaches to men basically to stay away from the wife that he has. Don't marry women with high body counts. Don't marry a woman who's had kids or marriages before. You want men to stay away from the type of woman you married, dude.
Yeah.
What the
Well, Rachel, to be fair to her, does claim a body count of 3.
Which is fair. That's fine. But when you ask him what's a high body count, he'll be like, oh, anything over 1. You know what I mean?
Really?
He's preached marry a virgin.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So it's
yeah,
dude.
That'd be different for me.
And also, that's all relative. A high body count.
Yeah, it's all
you know
relative.
What I mean?
For me, it's 25, I guess. I don't know. It's all relative, though.
Yeah.
You're smiling.
I'm you know what? Not going to tell my number. But I will say I'm above average. And the average,
What's the average?
Is 7.
I think that's cap. I think it's higher.
No, that's the weird part. It used to be 11, and
Really?
as generationally, we're declining. We're having less and less sex. Yeah.
So this whole movement of girls are sleeping around is just BS then?
Oh, dude, it's total BS. I mean, we're having sex for sure, but I don't think that women are sleeping with multiple partners right now. I think they're
Wow.
for me, for instance, right? Over the last 2.5 years, I've slept with maybe 5 dudes, which is not.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible. That's also not my norm. And I know people are going to judge me hard right now, but I found a partner who we just vibe in the bedroom and we've been consistent. And so I haven't,
So you're exclusive?
We're not, I mean, we're not dating, but we are just having sex. I guess we're just filling.
Friends with benefits?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a friends with benefits, but it works because we have full-blown communication.
Wow.
I
am fascinated. I did not know the
2.5
woman body
years.
count was going down. Well, good job on that too, but 11 to 7, I'm baffled, honestly.
Oh, I'm super shocked. When I read that, and it's according to the CDC and multiple other sources, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, I'd be curious how they conducted that.
Yeah,
how big the sample size was.
And that's exactly what I said, because I do stand-up comedy, and I do a set about it, because I'm like, who the hell are they including in these polls? Do these people drink? Do they do drugs? Have they ever, are they gay? Definitely not my gays. You know what I mean? So I'm like, who the hell do they poll for this?
Yeah, I've never.
Not LA.
I've never been polled for one of those interesting studies. I'd love to do it though.
Yeah, same. I know.
Because they do studies on virgins. I'm like, how are you finding out who's a virgin?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm so. Yeah,
what guy would admit that?
An incel.
Yeah, and that's a big movement right now, right? Nick Fuentes.
Oh my God, Nick Fuentes. The Groypers.
The Groyper army.
And here's the thing about Nick that's interesting to me is that I really wonder how much of it he believes, only because like he started this when he was 16 and now he's 26. And some of his language will change. Like he had an episode where he just went off and was like, there better be a blue avalanche. Everyone vote Democrat. I was like, what is happening?
Really?
And I'm wondering.
He said that recently? Or?
My mind exploded, okay?
Wow.
And I was like, I wonder if he, because he started this when he was young and has maybe grown up a little bit, wants to like backpedal out, but he's so far in, how do you really backpedal out of being a white supremacist?
He's in deep, yeah.
Right? I'm sure he is a white supremacist, but I also feel like he's somewhat self-loathing because he's also half Mexican, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hate what he's fueling for other men. Like this incel movement is actually dangerous. And so I'm actually on my YouTube channel, I'm starting a show called Get Some, Intel for Incels. And it's a call in and ask style show where men can call in, and I'm going to have like a small network of therapists around the country, stylists around the country, like whatever wrinkle you have, let's iron it out. Like, I just think with the red pill movement, like Myron Gaines, the fresh and fit dude, and Andrew Tate, and that whole movement, during COVID, a lot of us started living our lives online, you know, instead of in the real world. And so all these communities started popping up, and the red pill podcasters were smart enough, and they created a community where they were like men thought they were being validated, but they were actually being validated like the shitty feelings they already had about themselves. So they feel like they found community, but you actually found someone who's just keeping you down. Yeah. And they monetize the trauma and insecurity. So I want to monetize the healing, you know, and get them out there. I want to have...
There's a market.
Dude, listen, plenty of men that are incels or feel like they could be, they don't want to be. They don't want to be.
No guy wants to be a virgin.
Exactly. No guy wants to be that. And also the reality is no guy has to be that. So you're all capable of change. Like, I'm a hairdresser too, and I used to tell my clients, like, you know, if we could just... accept the fact that men are dumber than us, we could just, we'll be fine, circumnavigate, right? Yeah. But then I was like, no, because now I'm taking away their accountability and their capability of actually changing, and they're human. So yeah, I'm going to try to do God's work one man at a time.
Yeah, let's do it. It is very interesting because when I was growing up, you know, I didn't get girls. I guess you could consider me an incel growing up, but there was a lot of shame around it. You didn't publicly hype it up.
But here's the thing though, that term incel, involuntarily celibate, bro, if I go a month without sex, does that make me an incel? Because I'm definitely involuntarily not having sex. Like, it's a stupid term that they create.
A month I wouldn't consider.
Right, of course not.
I meant like I was a virgin, you know?
No, I know what you mean, but like a lot of them, it's like, the term involuntarily celibate, most people that are, it is involuntary usually. You know what I mean? Like, I understand having a vol cell because, but an incel, it was a term they came up with, and I don't know why they did that. Like, to label yourself.
Yeah, I never looked into that.
It's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, now they're proudly just calling themselves that, you know?
Right. Why don't you just call it what it is? A fucking loser. I'm sorry. But like, and I'm talking about the actual ones that like hate women and like blame minorities for shit.
Right.
Like, that's the Red Pill podcast. That's what they really did, was tell men where to put the blame.
It does make you wonder, has the red pill done more harm than good to men?
I think it has. Overall, I think it's done more harm because it's not just done harm to men. It's done harm to women too. It's hit more people in a negative way than it's hit a bigger demographic
it's
in
like
a
slut
good way.
shame more women, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so they're more scared to open up sexually.
100%. And it sucks too because, I mean, in my 20s, like, the way you met people was out in the real world, and you'd have a boyfriend. Like, you'd meet, you'd hang out, you'd be like, oh yeah, we're going to try this on. Yeah. And half my friends that are married, they have been together for years because they met, they hung out, and just never stopped hanging out.
Right.
Where now people want to like upload their resume to these apps that I know people think it opens up the pool, but it's actually way more limiting.
Really?
Yeah, because now you're like going to be blinded by this. Oh no, I don't like this, I don't like that. And it's like, yeah, but you don't know what they sound like. You don't know what their personality's like. There's so much that goes into it.
That's true. You don't really give them a fair chance.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. Because even me though, like when I've done the apps, I did it a few times because like, don't knock until you try it.
Raya?
No, I did not do Raya. I did not do Raya. Do you want to know why? I don't have I got nominated or whatever, but I don't have an iPhone. It's only for iPhones.
What? I didn't know that.
Talk about elitist.
Wow. So you're still Team Android, huh?
I am.
That is shocking. I feel like everyone's on an iPhone now.
Nope, not me.
What specifically about it do you not like? The iMessage part?
Shout out to today's sponsor, Quince. As the weather cools, I'm swapping in the pieces that actually gets the job done, that are warm, durable, and built to last. Quince delivers every time with wardrobe staples that'll carry you through the season. They have fall staples that you'll actually want to wear, like the 100% Mongolian cashmere for just $60. They also got classic fit denim and real leather and wool outerwear that looks sharp and holds up. By partnering directly with ethical factories and top artisans, Quince cuts out the middleman to deliver premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. They've really become a go-to across the board. You guys know how I love linen and how I've talked about it on previous episodes. I picked up some linen pants and they feel incredible. The quality is definitely noticeable compared to other brands. Layer up this fall with pieces that feel as good as they look. Go to quince.com/DSH for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. They're also available in Canada too.
Yeah, that, but also like I like the cameras on the droids.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The cameras are way better.
Yeah, I like the cameras.
Yeah, my iPhone one gets so dirty and blurry all the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, my channel, like YouTube channel, is so new. I don't have like production, so I like use my cell phone
That's how I started.
as my camera.
Yeah,
you
my
know,
first,
but
like,
it
couple
works.
hundred
You know, and
episodes.
I have a softbox light. Okay, let's just do it, and slowly I'll get there.
Yeah.
You know, so subscribe.
What's
The Putting You On podcast at Very Ceci on everything.
And the primary goal of that show is to help men get laid, or
So on that show I do politics and comedy, and so then Friday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time, it'll be the Get Some show.
Got it.
Intel for Incels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it'll be a call and ask style show, and if it gets bigger, great. Let's do it multiple nights of the week, you know. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I just think men need a place that they can open up without shame.
Yeah.
And I know that it's hard for even me, a woman, to like cry in front of people, but I'm sure for a man it's even harder.
oh yeah.
You know, and I rather, okay, well, it's anonymous. No one's going to see you. It's not video. Like, it's literally just a phone call so that it's full blown freedom, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Even me, like I was crying in front of my wife and I was like feeling weird, you know, as a guy, it's just not a normal feeling.
Right. And I get that. I totally do. My dad's tough as hell. So is my brother. And I grew up that way. So I totally understand it. But I recently went to a 4-day Tony Robbins conference.
Oh.
And it was awesome.
Was that the Unleash Within one? I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I did. I went to that one. Fucking day one, we walked on hot coals. We walked on
I've seen
fire.
videos of that.
Yeah.
I want to go to one of those.
It was great, Sean. Actually, I'm really surprised you haven't.
A lot of my guests have. I definitely want to go.
You have to.
I'll
It is
definitely go next
awesome.
year.
It's in Miami next year. I want to go again. And the third day, he does this thing where he shifts your identity, and he does this exercise where he and it's 10,000 people in this arena.
Jeez.
Yeah, lowers the lights. You know, they've got the soundtrack going to get you like in this mood. And he talks about how your beliefs control what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so people have instilled beliefs in themselves about themselves that aren't good, whether it be from societal influence or what have you. But then you have to talk about it. So you're talking with strangers about these really terrible feelings you've put into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, it was like midsummer in this bitch. Like everyone was like wailing and crying and screaming. Me and my brother went with me. And I've never seen him break like that, or me. Like everyone is just letting everything go.
Holy crap.
And then you replace it with positive feelings about yourself and everything. And then and then he's got worksheets that I have that I'm also going to use for the incels. Because it was really, really easy stuff to like put down. Like he's like, okay, if you feel like you're a 6 physically, he's like, everybody's trying to get to a 10, but don't be realistic, right? You're a 6. In 6 months, you could be a 7, right?
That
6
makes
months,
sense.
you could do a 7. Cool. Now we're at a 7. What's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he has that in like different categories. So it helps just to break it down so that you can see it simply and say, okay, I could do it, you know?
That's cool. So you're big on like personal development and mindset stuff?
Yeah, because I, a couple of years ago, went through a depression, like bad suicidal depression, and I didn't know what to do. So it was a Monday night, I was on my couch, and I'm not even kidding, when I was like, you're in that part of the depression where you don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what people think, nothing. And I was like, I've always wanted to try stand-up. I'm just going to go do stand-up before I kill myself.
Jeez.
Or unalive myself. And so then I looked up a mic, and there was 1.5 hour in Silver Lake, and I was like, I'm going to go. So I went.
No practice.
Never done it. No, nothing. And then I show up and the girl was like, you just put your name in the bucket. And I was like, wait, what's the bucket? Like, I have no idea about anything.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, everyone throws their name in and we'll pick 20 names. That's who will go up. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. How many people will be here tonight? And she's like, oh, we'll probably have like 60 comics show up. And I was like, oh, this is a real thing.
Wow.
Like, I was just thinking of it as therapy for me at the moment. So I told her, I was like, listen, my balls dropped today. I need to go up today. So they put me up and I did 5 minutes and it was awesome. It went over really well and I felt better. And I just went the next week and the next week and it just became a thing. And now I do shows. I did a roast battle at the Comedy Store. And
Damn.
yeah, and it helps in my debates because, you know, when you watch people debate, it can be so boring.
Yeah.
So at least with me, like, I try to make it fun. Or, you know, you drop a joke in between and, you know, you try to keep it fun, at least for the viewers.
Yeah, some debates are hard to watch.
Some debates.
When it becomes technical.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, too. Like, when I'm debating, in my mind, I'm not debating the person in the chair because I know how strongly they feel about their point. They're in the chair with me, where it's more the audience that I'm trying to convince of my point. So I'm going to speak in layman's if I have to or get on whatever level of who's actually watching.
Yeah.
Because some of them, you know, I get we all know our 4-syllable words and have these extensive vocabularies. But, like, if you know that, you don't have to flex it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just to keep people
I agree.
to understand what you're saying.
Who's been your most memorable debate so far?
Candace Owens, probably.
Oh, you debated Candace?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I did Candace Owens. And the most recent one I did, but I can't tell you about it. I can't tell the name anyway. But yeah, I did Candace Owens because she's anti-feminist, which is...
Oh, this one just came out, right?
No, this one came out last spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I did see part of this one.
Yeah, maybe. But she's, you know, an anti-feminist or whatever, which I think is funny as a Black woman who makes money just having her own show. Like, the woman has, like, she's been able to design her life.
She makes a lot of money.
And she makes a lot of money, and power to her. That's the thing, is I don't put it down. I'm like, hey, I'm glad feminism worked for you, but feminism is why you're here. You know what I mean? Like,
was she denying that?
Yeah, she's championing against the idea of feminism. She thinks women, she has a book out called Make Him a Sandwich, which it's like, okay, then you should go do that. You know, why are you here debating me? You should be at home in the kitchen with a kid on your hip waiting for your gay husband to come home and give you your allowance.
Wow.
You know?
Interesting. Yeah, she is self-made, I'd say.
Well, that's just, and that's great. That's, again, the thing. I don't champion against any of that. That's great. Do you. But, like, don't tell other women you can't have what I have, basically. Because other women during the debate were saying, Candace, you have a nanny, you have this, you have that. And she was like, well, you know, women can't have it all. And they're like, but you do.
That is interesting. Yeah, if you're going to debate, you should at least do what you preach.
You should be living the life that you're going to tell others to live, okay?
Right.
Like Andrew Wilson and shit. No, dead ass. Like, otherwise, what are you doing? You're grifting. You're being that rage baiter. You're being that polarizing figure just for the money and just for the clicks. And that's when I know that you're a sellout and you've sold your soul.
Yeah.
Because you're fine with the damage it might do just because you'll get the dollar.
Yeah, that's why at least with Myron, I know you don't like him, but at least he kind of does what he talks about. You know?
Yeah, he does. Oh, no, Myron is a full-blown alpha incel. And I call him an incel because he's probably, you know, because the women are involuntarily doing it. They're being paid or something.
The guest on his show, you're saying? Or the...
Yeah, he's so full of shit. They're all full of shit.
We got to get you on there. I'll set that up for you.
Yeah, you should. I would appreciate that.
I got you. If you're ever in Miami, I'll get you
I'll
all fresh
go.
and fit.
Yeah, I'll go.
Would you actually fight back or would you just...
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Okay.
For sure.
It's
Like,
hard.
I would have a conversation, like, but the thing is that whenever...
Yeah, you might get kicked out.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, whenever a woman actually makes a point on the show and is smart, they immediately want to get rid of her.
That's what I was going to say, because it's 10 girls. Will you even get time to make points? And if you do, you'll probably get kicked out. You know?
Right, exactly.
So.
Well, that's why it's also like, yeah, see, you're not a real alpha. You can't even handle a smart woman. You have to get rid of her.
Have you been on the one out here, the whatever one?
No, I don't know how I feel sometimes about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian's, I'll say this, as a moderator, he's pretty fair.
Is he? Because I watch it sometimes and I'm like, damn. I mean, now some of these women, granted, they do it to themselves.
Yeah.
Some embarrass the fuck out of me. But some of them, I'm just like, they're talking to her like, they call her a bitch or you're fucking stupid and this and that. And then it's like,
on
well,
the roundtable ones?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the debate ones, but yeah.
Oh, well, Andrew Wilson recently.
Yeah,
he just said
debated,
to Charlie,
Charlie's coming on
you're
today.
just too fucking stupid. Like, okay, at that point, I don't know, do I continue this conversation or do I now go to your level and rip you the fuck apart? Like, I could do both. So I never know which one to do sometimes. I'm like, do I go in and act just as like a dickhead like you, or do I... It's because to me, sometimes it's not being the bigger person to walk away, quite frankly. I think you bully a bully.
That's what I'm still trying to navigate, because I'm moderating these debates, and I just did one with Andrew Wilson. I got roasted in the comments.
You did? Wow.
Yeah, for not stepping in. But it's also hard to step in against guys.
But where did they want you to step in?
When it became personal attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take accountability that I didn't step in and stop that. But
Can you tell me what the personal attack was?
Well, Andrew Wilson was debating Coach Greg Adams.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who that is. He's like a red pill guy.
Okay.
And they just got personal. Andrew was calling names. Greg was calling him names.
Okay.
But I feel like if you're debating, as long as it's, fun and games.
And also it depends on what you're debating, because sometimes your personal life is going to come up. When you're Andrew Wilson and you're telling men, date a virgin, marry a virgin, and your ass didn't. You know what I mean? That your personal life's going to come up if you don't live what you're saying. If you're a hypocrite, it's going to come up.
For sure. When you get attacked personally, do you take it personal?
No. Because you know what I do? I at first with the comments, I was like, oh my God, like I would start to feel bad a little bit. But then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remind yourself of who the hater is. These are people who think a 10-year-old who is raped should have a baby. These are people who think, women shouldn't vote. Like, these are haters.
Right.
That's what they do. Let them do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the engagement. Like that's where it goes. And when they drop shitty comments, now I just automatically write, thanks for the engagement, XO.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't need to like actually engage, but I see you.
Yeah. How was the Michael Knowles one? Because that had a live audience, right?
Yeah.
Drunk people in the audience.
Yeah, with Adam Mockler.
Shout out to Adam. He's been on the show.
Yeah. Hi, Adam. I love Adam. He's great. But the show itself was great. Daily Wire is very professional. Mm-hmm. Michael Knowles was very nice and, charismatic and whatever. He was very professional too. Like everyone was cool. We all got along. And it was interesting though, because, it's in a bar on Broadway in Nashville. And I was like, it's going to be all MAGA. And they didn't initially tell me Adam was going to be with me. Yeah. So I thought I was going to be the only Democrat in the room. And the president of the Daily Wire was like, you thought you were going to be the only Democrat in the room and you said yes to doing this? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, but I would do it.
You were ready.
Yeah, I was totally, it's fun. And so the audience, honestly, I noticed that I don't get the response I thought I was going to get to a lot of stuff I was saying. Like MAGA doesn't, they hate me, but a lot of them responded to me pretty well.
Okay.
Because the incel thing came up on the show and I said it's self-imposed. And they have in the audience microphones so they can go up and ask me questions or debate me. And all the men that went up, they didn't debate me. They asked me for dating advice.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So, because they had to edit, obviously, so they only showed one of the guys. There was like 3 guys that went to the mic and asked me for advice, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, what's happening? And then I realized that men don't ask for help. Duh. Like before GPS, when your mom would be like, pull over, ask for directions. Dad's like, I don't ask for directions, kind of mindset. So like, I feel like men don't ask for help. So that's why I get some intel for incels. I'm throwing out the lifeline, and if you want to call in and bitch about whatever. I'm doing a promo video this week, and I have 2 guys that I've helped that they're going to be in the video so that it's not.
You gave them dating advice already?
Yeah.
And it worked?
One's getting married and is having a baby.
No way.
And the other one, see, here's the other thing too. This doesn't have to be just for incels. This could be dudes that are already dating, but like, so for instance, I was hosting at a comedy club, and the comedian was talking about he sent this girl a text to break up with her, right? Or just tell her I don't want to see you anymore. And he's like, yeah, but she's not really getting it. And I look at his phone and her texts are so long. I'm like, how long have you guys been dating? And he's like, we went on 1 date. And I was like, wait, did you guys have sex? He was like, no. And I was like, wait a minute. So she's either psycho and I'm like reading what he wrote. And I was like, well, dude, you're leaving it so open-ended. Like, oh, maybe down the line. And like, you can't do that. Yeah. And so I was like, can I just text her for you? And he was like, that. Okay. So I like text her. And then I get on stage, do my 5 minutes. And at the end of the set, I was like, so did she text you back? And he was like, yeah. She said, thank you for clarifying. So nice to meet you. And I was like, use your words. So he's going to talk about that. Because it's like stuff like that too, that guys I know want to be nice guys, but they're like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Yeah. Like what's going to be the best way to do this? So if you have a text you want to even construct, I'll help you.
That's
You know what I
hilarious.
mean? Like it's these, I understand that there are good dudes. Like I know this, but just there are also terrible ones too. And
Yeah.
unfortunately they do so much damage that they make the good dudes look bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you're actually advocating for nice guys.
Yeah.
'Cause there's that quote, nice guys finish last.
I mean, well, okay, but you see that though is pussies finish last. Do you know what I mean? You can be a nice guy and not be a pussy.
Be a nice guy and not be a pussy.
Yeah, a nice guy opens doors. A nice guy, when he sees a woman getting beat, steps in. A nice
Yeah.
guy, a homeless person gives him some money. A nice guy, like me personally, my type of dude, I love smart, nerdy looking dudes who would still beat someone's ass though. You know?
Yeah. So like a well put together guy, but it's also nice.
Well, see, well put together, so many people would interpret that in so many different ways. You know
Like
what I
meant
mean?
physically, like
Well,
like
you
a
don't even have
strong
to.
guy.
Sure, if you're going to be strong, but I have met so many dudes who just, it doesn't matter their physique. Like if they saw a woman getting hit, they're going to be like, fuck this, I have to do something.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because Myron's
I mean,
all-
I'm small, but I have been in excuse me, I don't want people to think
many fights
I'm
have
not
you
a
been in?
brawler anymore, but I was. And I used to get into a lot of fights and I'm tiny, but I could handle myself, you know?
Okay.
And these are against dudes.
Wait, you're fighting dudes?
Yeah, because guys hit.
What the hell?
I'm telling you.
Damn.
Yes.
You've been in some toxic relationships.
These aren't dudes I was dating.
Wait, what?
No, these are dudes
Where
at
are
a
you?
bar
Are you at a rave? Oh, a bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
who get like really fucked up and do fucked up things. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that.
Well,
I haven't been
you're-
to many bars, to be honest.
But you're also a man. And how tall are you?
6'6".
Yeah.
I've actually never been in a fight.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Well,
but-
that's good. No, people shouldn't be fighting. I've never hit anyone first. Let me say that.
Okay,
It's only,
respect.
that's my dad's rule. He's like, you can't hit anyone first. He goes, once you do that, you deserve everything that comes your way. He goes, so just say things to make them want to hit you.
Wow.
I'm just-
Deceiving. So you're just getting them mad. And then they throw hands. And
Only
you play
with the
victim,
truth,
huh?
though.
Truth hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what else we got here? Who do you want to debate next?
You know what? Who do I want to? That's such a good question. I can't believe I haven't thought
You don't
of
have a
this.
list? I have a list of guests I want on the show.
That's so smart. I should make a list, actually.
Yeah, I'm all about manifestation and like
Yeah,
working towards it.
You know what? And I need to do more of that because I'm actually good at manifesting, but it's always the small shit. Like I'll be like in my head, like going to my garage and then like to get to the elevator, I'll be like, the elevator's going to open on its own.
Wow. what
And
a
it
manif-
will though. Like dumb shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, where I'm like, okay, how do I manifest
I do
2
those
million
too.
followers and you know.
I do the daily ones too. I write it down every morning, but I also have long-term ones.
Yeah, see, I need to make a list of, okay, you can help me construct.
Well, Andrew Wilson for sure, Myron for sure.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who'd be a really good opponent for you. You already did Candace.
Yeah.
Fuentes?
You know, that's who I'd like to sit down with.
Yeah, Fuentes. You'll have to probably
I
work your way up.
actually would like to sit down with Nick Fuentes.
Well, he's picky, so you'd have to like get to Dean Withers level and then do it.
I wonder. Okay.
Yeah, some people are really picky, but I think Myron would do it right now. I think Andrew would do it.
Okay.
So
Do you have a line to Nick?
to Nick, yeah, he's been on the show, but I already asked him to debate 3 other people and he didn't even respond, so I already know he'd do that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not like a huge name, like,
Yeah,
with
then he's
followers,
like, what the fuck ever. Yeah.
he's like, fuck
I
that.
get it.
I kind of get it. Yeah.
I get it. I do.
When you're debating, you're risking your reputation. Like if
sure.
you get destroyed,
Yeah, and if he got destroyed by me, which he would, oof,
it would look bad.
that would look really
I mean,
bad.
look what's
Nick,
happening.
that would look really bad.
Yeah, look what's happening to Andrew Wilson right now with the enemy Charlie thing.
Well, dude, when you live in hypocrisy, I don't know what else you think is going to happen. I mean, literally, if he just stopped saying what he's saying, then none of this would be out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he hates women, he like hates us.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Like
happening.
he genuinely dislikes us.
You think he dislikes women?
Yeah, he does. He
Really?
dislikes women. He looks at women as like this other that is just supposed to serve.
Wow.
You know? And I really want, no, I'm not going to, no, we're not going to do that because he's not here. I'll talk about his personal life in front of him. But I do, I think he hates women. Yeah.
You and Trump would be a good one.
Me and Trump, I would I would totally sit down with Trump and talk about all these fucked up cuts he's done. And dude, let's talk about Trump. What do you think of Trump? You know, because you're you're centrist.
I would have voted for Trump if I voted in this last election.
Why?
I thought he was the better option.
Why?
So from a business point of view, I'm in the crypto space.
Okay, so your vote is not always, but this time would be economically
economics
based.
is my number one issue. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would have voted for him
But
purely
your
off
own economics.
Yeah, so selfishly, I would have made more money
Correct.
under Trump than Kamala.
Perfect. That's all. Like, cool. Just
Yeah.
as long as people know that that's a selfish vote.
It
then
is.
we're cool.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge it.
Hey, if when you own your shit, I can't, you know what I mean?
That was just in the mindset I was then, but now that I'm married and want to have kids, it could change in the future.
I mean, I hope it would, so that your kid grows up in a world where they have rights. God forbid if it's a girl.
Yeah, it could change.
Or,
I'm not opposed. I took the political test. I'm one standard deviation from the center to the right. So I'm very changeable.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, like his current term, I'm not like feeling it too much, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, when we're like literally kidnapping people off the street that have no criminal record, 70% of them, 70% don't have a criminal record.
That's a lot.
And they're going to countries they've never even been to. Like, we're sending them to El Salvador,
Really?
places they're not from.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we're sending them to parts of Africa that they're not from.
That's weird.
There's video footage now in El Salvador of them raping the inmates, the people that we've sent there.
Holy crap.
Plus, and then also if you want to talk economics, all the policy cuts in the big beautiful bill. 186 billion from SNAP.
I saw that.
That's 14 million kids that aren't getting like the regular sustenance they usually do. That's fucking crazy.
That's a lot. 14
million from Medicaid kicked. That's crazy. Veterans benefits gone. And,
Really?
And he, this is the party, the Republican Party bothers me because they're all about family and law and order and the military, but they're also the ones who will cut your veterans benefits and cut your SNAP benefits for your children, force women to have babies, but then not want to help you feed the baby. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You saw that TikTok that went viral, that girl calling Christian churches to
No,
test
I didn't
them?
see that one. What happened?
Okay. This chick, and it went viral. She called different, not just Christian churches, Islam centers, Catholic churches, and she had a fake crying baby noise in the background. And she said, like, I don't have formula, and she didn't eat last night or today. Do you think you could help me with a can of formula? Not asking for money, just a can of formula. And she did this to I think it was 40 different churches. And the only people that said, yeah, were the Islamic Center and a Catholic church. All the Christian churches, except I think maybe one said, yeah, I'll help you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually surprising because Christian churches really have that identity of giving back.
But it's not. See, it's surprising because of the way they look on paper. But it's really not surprising with the way that they actually are in practice. I mean, how many holy wars there are, taking a woman's right away from her body, that's based on religion. Weird.
Is it?
That's their stance. Usually it's coming
Abortion?
from a God place. Yeah. Most of the people I know that are pro-life, it's because they're heavily religious.
Wow. Yeah, I guess there is a link there. Interesting.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and I don't know, mind your own business.
Yeah.
Again, I'm on the left. But when it comes to social norms, I'm the type who's do you, as long as you're not affecting others around you in the negative. If it makes you happy and that means you're going to be nicer to people, then do it.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Right? Whatever.
If it doesn't affect me.
Exactly. Whatever. When people get mad because I've had an abortion, I'm like, okay, but I had an abortion. If I had the kid, would you be making more money, Sean? Would you have a bigger house? Would you have not gotten married? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you.
Wow, so people are mad at you for having an abortion.
I've had people call me a murderer and you're going to go to hell.
Oh, I guess depends on how old the fetus is, right?
No. For some, but for some it's just period. You know?
Oh,
what I
even
mean?
a weekend.
Oh yeah.
That's
they're
still murder.
no. Some people want to get rid of contraception because they think that's also somewhat getting in kind of murder or whatever.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? Come on.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Duh. Thank you. Well, they don't make sense, babe.
The abortion one, I could see if it's third term, they say, right? Is when it.
But the thing is we already had these laws in place. There was already limitations in place. It would have to be an emergency for the baby or the woman to have an abortion after a certain period of time.
Right.
They just decided you're never going to be able to have one. And Georgia, Texas, other southern states, you can't. They had trigger laws. So even if you're raped or anything, you can't have one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a 10-year-old in Ohio raped by her father. She had to go to a different state because they denied her one.
Jeez.
It's a 10-year-old.
Can you get an abortion in Cali right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue states.
I don't know how Nevada is.
Blue states, yeah, and most purple states still, but they're more limited. Where the red states, a lot of them were just full-blown bans.
Jeez. You think they'll get it passed through federally?
I don't know.
They're trying.
I'm really, really, really hoping not.
That'd be scary.
I mean, in the first 2 years that Roe v. Wade was overturned, Texas, It was something like 26,000 women birthed their rapist children.
Wow, in 1 year.
And 2 years.
Oh, 2
and,
years.
And that's only, those are the women that got pregnant during rape. So imagine how many actually are raped.
Jesus.
So
That's just in Texas, too.
Yeah.
Come on, Texas.
Yeah, but what's funny about Texas is that they practice capital punishment more than any other state. So they actually kill people.
Texas does?
Yeah.
So if you rape someone, do you get killed there?
No. What I'm saying is their capital punishment, like they practice, putting people to death, like death row.
Yeah.
Like they have a death row. They use it more than any other state while being pro-life. It's,
That's
again,
ironic.
hypocritical.
Damn.
Silly.
Yeah, Trump's approval ratings are, I think it just hit the lowest it's ever been, even including his first term.
Yeah.
I think mainly because of the Epstein stuff.
Oh my God. Let's talk about that.
I think that's the big issue.
100%. And it should be, because pedophilia should not be politicized.
Yeah.
Whether you're blue, red, left, right, you can't politicize pedophilia, dude. You're either a good person or you're not in that case. Do you know what I mean? That's wild that people, even the first time around with those Republicans voting not to release the files. Ugh, gross.
That's when I started being like, what the hell?
What are you guys covering up? What is happening? And for me and most people on the left, I don't care if Bill Clinton's on the list. Release it.
Yeah.
Get him arrested too. Put him in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican on those lists. Anyone on that list needs to be... Listen, pedophiles, rapists, in my opinion, they should be put down.
Bottom of the tunnel, that rabbit hole, it's hard to change your brain chemistry, right?
They're not going to. They're dangerous to society.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Andrew Tate. I think we should put him down.
You think he's that dangerous?
Yes.
Honestly?
Yes.
All right, let me hear why.
He's dangerous to everyone. Men for brainwashing them to hate women. And then also, I mean, let's be real here. I know that he got off on all these charges in Romania, but he is a human trafficker. He's a rapist. There's videos of him beating women with belts. Like, he preaches how less we are. He's dangerous. He is a danger, and he should totally be put down.
Wow, that's an interesting take.
I don't think it's really.
Yeah, he's been on the show, so I'm trying to be objective and not biased.
That's totally fair. But, sitting where I'm sitting, like, let me say this. I would never want to be in a room alone with that guy.
Okay.
Ever.
I can see that. But what if he beats all the cases in the other countries?
I think he's got money. I just feel like a lot of people get away with a lot of shit when you have money. Look at Trump.
I can't deny that.
Look at Trump.
Yeah, I can't
Look
deny
at
that.
Epstein. How long all this has gone on for? Because they have money. When you have money, you can bury a lot of shit.
Well, the legal system is pay to play.
Exactly.
You pay for the representation you can afford.
100%. So, yeah, he might beat these allegations in all these countries. And, I mean, okay, but I'm still going to feel like you're a danger. I hear the things you say. I see the videos.
Yeah.
He's hiding in plain sight.
Wow.
Which is exactly what Trump does. They're all smart. They just own their shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Trump was fighting a lot of different cases when he was running for the second term, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was all over the place.
All over the place.
New York, Florida.
Yeah.
Federal, civil.
And he was found guilty on 34 felonies. Like, we have an actual criminal as president.
Yeah, I just read Eric Trump's book. I think he was the most subpoenaed. To be fair, I read Kamala's too, even though I didn't finish that one. But I try to read both sides.
Yeah.
As a host, I think it's important. But yeah, Eric was the most subpoenaed man in like modern history.
And the last, I think it's 8 now out of 10 protests, the largest in historical period of time, were under Trump.
Are those the No Kings ones?
Yeah.
They're that
Not
big?
just the No Kings, but others as well.
Wow.
The last 8 out of 10 historical protests have been under Trump.
That's pretty nuts.
That's crazy, and that says a lot.
Does say a lot. He's divisive.
Very divisive, but also more than that, just very polarizing. Like, he is not a uniter. He's not a unifier at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if there's a going back from that, even if the left wins in 28,
Well,
though.
did you see recently his like new getup? He like looks dressed like Mom Donnie and shit.
No, I
he had
didn't
this
see
like high dark red turtleneck with his coat. He looks ridiculous, and he's starting to adopt Mom Donnie's language, talking about affordability. He's never said that word before, and now he's talking about it like it's this new thing. He used the word groceries, and he goes, this old-fashioned word, what the fuck? It's because he's never bought groceries. You know what I mean? I get it. It's new to you. I understand. But with... What were we talking about again? Remind me.
Which quote was
With
it?
Trump, I just got...
Groceries?
Yeah. Oh, Mom Donnie. So he's now adopting this, and someone in the meeting he had with Mamdani asked him, like, Trump, would you be comfortable living in New York under Mamdani as mayor? And he said, yeah, I'd be very, very comfortable, right? And now he said, because we actually agree on a lot of things. I think Trump is just going to try to wear whatever disguise he can to still push through his billionaire ideals. Like, he's not ever going to be elected. This guy doesn't, you know what, actually, perfect example. I said a long time ago, I was like, Trump's going to sell us off piece by piece. Like, if white America, if you think you're going to be speaking English, you might be speaking Farsi. Because I tell you what, one, Qatar can have bases now in Idaho. We sold an F-35 jet to Saudi Arabia. And then on top of all that, I mean, it's just, he's corrupt. It's all corrupt. And he did a show in 2011 for Discovery called Curiosity. And it's called How Much is America Worth? Where he sells off every single thing in America to come up with a dollar amount for us. And that includes the people, our organs, every material item, real estate, resources, all of it.
What?
Yeah. He did this in 2011 to figure out how much America dollar price is worth.
No way.
And now he's our president and things are going to shit. So he's a traitor.
Yeah.
He's a traitor.
Wow. What a
And him
statement.
calling for the death of Democrats?
I saw that. The
Okay,
censorship,
dude.
right?
How do you feel about that, though? Like, how do you feel about the president saying some shit like that?
What did those Democrats allegedly do? I didn't look into
They
it too
put out a
much.
video addressing the troops, our army, saying that you can turn down or defy illegal orders.
Okay, so it was journalists? Or what
No,
was
it was us. It was like 6 different senators.
Oh, senators?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And they said, and that we're all also in the army at one point,
Interesting.
that said, you can turn down or defy illegal orders.
Okay,
they
so
didn't
Trump
tell
was
them
giving
to. They said
orders.
you can, if they're illegal, you
Got it.
can't. You have the right to do that, and they do.
Wow.
I mean, otherwise, what is this? It's a dictatorship then.
That is wild. Yeah, for him to react so viscerally is interesting. I wonder what was going on there.
Well, because he's trying to become a dictator.
He's been meeting with Putin a lot.
I mean, he's militarized our streets. He's using National Guards from. When you take National Guard from Texas and bring them up to Illinois, that's a civil war.
It's also really
You're
expensive.
starting a civil war, and it is really expensive.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he's spending hundreds of millions on that.
It cost $1 million a day when National Guards were in LA for the No Kings around that.
gosh.
$1 million a day? What? And in DC, they were like picking up trash and doing landscaping.
Yeah, there was a lot of them over there in D.C. Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, what? And these are also, guys need to, everybody understand that National Guard are normal, regular people that are being pulled away from their actual jobs that they pay their bills with.
Oh,
and
wow.
They don't get paid a lot to do this. And I think if they do it, like if they're stationed for over 30 days, you get like a bump in the pay. So he's having them all do 29 days and then rotating them out so he doesn't have to actually pay them. They're full.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Yeah,
Like he's a criminal.
he's also losing a lot of support on the Israel stuff, too.
Oh my God, Israel. Fuck Israel. Honestly. And I don't mean, and I'm going to say this, I don't mean fuck Jews. That's not what I mean, because a lot of people conflate the two. I'm talking about the Israeli government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not every Jew is a Zionist. You know what I mean? Just like not every German was a Nazi.
Right.
Right? But a Zionist is a Jewish Nazi.
You would equivalent that to a Jewish Nazi
Yeah.
these days? Wow.
Yeah. It's full-blown tribalism, nationalism. It's full-blown hate.
Damn. Yeah, he's losing a lot of supporters, especially on the right.
Yeah. Well, because
Over-
our money is going to that.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. And, you know, I wish people, whether you're right, left, blue, red, whatever, I wish that everyone would get on the same war, which is the class war. We need to fight
That's the real
billionaires.
fight.
And here's the thing. The reason I say that, though, is because, like, these people who want to have trad wives and have that nuclear family unit of 1955, yeah, that was possible because we taxed the rich in 1955. You know what I mean? If you want to have the trad wife, you have to have the house to put her in.
Trad wife isn't possible for most people these days.
And I would love that for people because that would mean that we can all live off one income.
Yeah.
But we can't do that.
Hell no.
We
It's
cannot-
hard enough off two right now.
Oh, exactly. It's super hard. And it's not my fault, a woman's fault. It's not an immigrant's fault. You shouldn't be blaming people who have less than you for you having less.
Yeah.
It's the billionaires because they don't pay their fair share in taxes, period.
Wow. So you would put the blame on the billionaires?
100%. They don't pay their fair share.
what was
Amazon,
it in 19
Tesla, they paid $0 in taxes last year.
I actually did know that. So-
That's insane.
no, that's nuts. But in 1955, what did they pay?
90%.
90?
Now, I'm not saying we have to go back to 90%.
Yeah, that's like...
Yeah, that's a bit much. But 0?
That's a big jump. I wonder when it... Was it all of a sudden that it went down, or was it over time?
You know what? I'm not sure about that. That I need to look into is like the slow roll we've had here. Because a lot of it was Reaganomics with that trickle-down bullshit method that does not work. Because when the top 1% are hoarding it, they're not letting it trickle down.
Well, it's technically supposed to be like close to 45%, isn't it? But there's so many write-offs and everything. There's ways to game the system.
100%. So we just need to tax the rich because we're paying their share, honestly. Yeah. And also Elon Musk is a welfare queen. You know, like we fund Tesla. Like he does a lot of billionaires, and they're smart. They do the buy, borrow, die method. You know what I mean?
They never pay tax,
Yeah.
Yeah, they just borrow against their portfolio.
Exactly. Borrow against it. You don't get taxed. And then what? When you sell your stocks, it's 25% capital gain tax, and that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and then you pass down your shit to your heirs, tax-free up to a certain point. I mean...
You know the game. Look at you.
Yeah, and now that I'm here, subscribe so we can get there. And then I won't be a billionaire, though. I would never want to be, dude.
I don't think I'd want to be a billionaire.
No, I would have so much money. I'd be giving it away left to right and doing so much fun shit with it.
But in order to get there, you got to fuck a lot of people over for the most part.
But do you? No, I don't think so.
To be a billionaire? Give some examples on.
I don't know. I wonder if you're just transparent and tough enough. I mean, look at Trump. He's a liar in the way where he's going to like fuck people over on deals. But I just feel like if you're transparent enough, if you're strong enough, and if you're fair enough, then fine. And if the other person isn't going to be, then fuck you. I don't need to work with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in the interest of ever fucking someone over. Like, I really do believe there can be win-wins if we both want to win.
I agree.
And work.
But in billionaires different because to get to that level of wealth, you know, in a capitalistic society,
I mean, I'm not saying,
aren't
I'm sure you have to like, you know, do some weird shit. But again, I don't want to be a billionaire because I wouldn't sell my soul.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I mean. I think you got to sacrifice or sell a lot to get to that status.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And I definitely wouldn't be able to do that. But I could become like...
a millionaire.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, in LA, you're going to need to be multi.
Well, yeah, and actually, right now I'm in the middle of moving back to, well, I'm going to be going back and forth between Chicago and LA.
Okay.
Yeah, because LA is so expensive, and I really want to be more in the fight. Like, I want to be on the ground, like in front of ICE facility at the protests, like shooting more content and stuff, working with incels more. That's going to be right after the new year. But I'm moving to Chicago so that I can, you know, pay less so that I can do more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like put more of myself into this.
I tried living here. It was expensive.
It's expensive. So I'm trying to get to a place where I can do more of this stuff. So fucking subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, guys. We'll link the YouTube below. Subscribe. Where else can people find you and keep up with you?
So on Instagram and TikTok at Very Ceci, VERYCECI. And then on YouTube.com/@VeryCeci, the Putting You On podcast. You'll see me on the Dr. Daff show, on Jubilee, on the Bar Fight show. I'm going to be doing it again.
Cool. I'll set up something for you too.
Yeah, and then you let me know, dude. Yeah, and
get
anytime you want me to come back, I'm down.
Awesome.
You're great, by the way.
Thank you.
Super nice to meet you.
Thank you. Great to meet you.
Yeah.
See her on YouTube, guys, at her channel below. See you next time. Peace.
Bye.
I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the show a lot with the algorithm. Thank you.